I wondered if Christianity were indeed the one true faith. How could so many people believe otherwise? Humanity has come to a place where toleration and acceptance are the words of the day, but just what are we tolerating? This great experiment that we call the American dream has set up the very difficult circumstance of freedom of belief. More than 2 centuries ago, I am quite confident our founding fathers were not intending to extend that freedom to Muslims, or Muslimen, as they were called in those days. They were certainly not including black Africans. The founding fathers, all of them, the Quakers offering a modicum of mitigation, were trading only in freedom of Christian expression. The controllers of the time were all white, owners of land, and above 21 years of age. And to be considered for the presidency, one had to be a naturalized citizen, male, and have achieved the ripe old age of 35. Any others need not apply. Benjamin Franklin paid monetary support to all Christian denominations and attended none of them. Women could only be politically active through their husbands. Jews and all other minority believers in the dream, holding only the wealth that they could carry on their persons, had to purchase land surreptitiously. And it seems to me that the grudging acceptance of Islam has only been tolerated in the West for the last 50 or 75 years or so. By saying that these others should be free to express their beliefs, to practice their faith, aren't we saying that we can't any longer bring ourselves to say that they are completely wrong? If each believes that theirs is the one true faith, mustn't it be the case that at least 2 of the 3 are wrong? And we haven't even begun to include the Buddhists and Hindus and Sikhs and Zoroastrians. Each believes that they have found the true faith, the path to God. Each is saying that they may tolerate the others, but it is very clear to them that they are tolerating the errors of all of the others. If they love their errors, let them live in their errors. We tolerate, but only to a point. We have drawn some lines of acceptance. Human sacrifice is way over on the wrong side of the lines. Animal sacrifice is over there too, but perhaps not so far as human sacrifice. After all, our biblical forebears practiced animal sacrifice. In fact, it was required of them. They also practiced polygamy, another on the list of things that now fall on the wrong side of our imaginary lines. Do you get a sense of my building skepticism? Till now, it is all biblically supported. More current causes for disbelief will be forthcoming. 3 major world religions hold as their patriarch a man who would have murdered his own son and burnt him on an altar. The only thing I can think of that might be more wrong than that would be a God who would demand that of anyone. Well, this one instance, to my way of thinking, is enough to make us a secularist of anyone. I can hear all the people shouting, "Oh, but he didn't let Abraham go through with it. God stayed Abraham's hand just before the knife pierced Isaac's flesh. He never intended for Abraham to actually do it. God was just testing Abraham." If anyone used such a test on anyone else, would we love that person? Would we even tolerate them? I submit that we would not. The subjects of tyrannical beings only accept the abuses of their king's authority because the kings hold the power of life and death over them. And the populace supposes that that power is endowed by God and should therefore be unquestioned. We have now come to a time when the questioning of authority is looked upon as an attribute. We only want to accept as our leaders people who are willing to brave the vicissitudes of the political process. And I think that is as it should be. I will no longer go, like Isaac, with the eyes of a child to the altar, willing to sacrifice myself to man-made superstition. Rather, I will direct my energies to the betterment of myself and my brothers and sisters. We have compassion fatigue enough for everybody. That is indeed aiming for the good life. Thanks for letting me talk to you.